Feels like love, Cupid made a shot.
Hey fam, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited. Sweetie Nail Supply sent me out the Jam Jam collection from Yogurt Nail. Oh my god, these are so gorgeous. These are quite sheer, but you can definitely build up the opacity if that's what you're looking for. So for these swatches, I'm going to show you how it looks with two coats, and I think they're absolutely stunning. These colors are going to go really into the fall vibes because they're a little bit more darker, but still like just vibrant. Honestly, the packaging alone gives me sweets. Like it makes me want to, I don't know, eat something sweet. So that is where my inspiration came for this nail design that we're going to do here after the swatches. We're going to make some apple pie nails. Yes, I know, I said apple pie nails. So we're going to do some 3D elements and just really fun different things that I've actually never tried before. So I'm super excited to show that to you. But first we're just going to go ahead and we're going to swatch these beauties. They are so pretty, like I just can't. At the end of the swatching, I will show you how they look on a white background. I do realize the background that I used for what I was swatching, it kind of blended some of the colors in a little bit. So don't worry, I will show you how they are in their true glory with a white background underneath them. Here is the whole Jam Jam collection. I think they're so gorgeous. I love the really vibrant one, like almost the red and really the dark raspberry pinky one. Really, really pretty. The purple one's actually really like pretty too though. They're all really nice. Even like that orangey one. Like this time of year you're gonna get so much use out of these, to be honest guys with you. Okay, let's jump into the design. So we're going to create, when I seen this, the packaging and everything about it, it really gave me like picnic vibes, and the colors are so warm to me. So what better way to showcase these colors and then a nice like apple pie kind of picnic type of vibe. So why I came in with that theme is I think the box really gives me like, you know, those old school picnic table, what are they called, like tablecloths? That's what it gave me. So I really wanted to just kind of play off that and create, like I said, some kind of picnic table, but then like warm apple pie vibes. I don't know, guys. This is just how my brain thinks sometimes. So that is what I'm going to do. So for this nail, I'm going to create the picnic table cloth, I guess you would say, the pattern of that. And I'm just going to go down and do some lines. Now, I do in this video speed up some parts because it is quite repetitive, but I want you also to see what I'm doing. So I hope you guys don't mind that. You can always let me know down in the comments below if that's something you'd rather me just keep as a normal speed, or is it okay to speed it up a little bit. And I really want to know, what is your favorite color? Can you pick one? I can't pick one. There's at least 3 or 4 that was like a must-haves. And I do believe you can buy any of these colors individually over at Sweetie Nail Supply, or you can get the whole collection. I think you'll get a lot of use out of this going from fall into winter, and honestly even Valentine's Day. So you're really going to get a lot of use in the next like 6 months or so from this collection for sure. But even summertime, these are really vibrant, like fun colors. Definitely could go for a pop in summertime as well. It's a really good like all year around collection, I guess you could say. So I'm just going to continue by doing, like I said, the little, I don't know, tablecloth. That's what I get from it. I don't know, what do you get from it? I get tablecloth vibes. It just gives me that like old school, like in my grandma's backyard, put it on the picnic table, bring the food out. There's always some sort of dessert or vibe. My pie personally is apple pie. I prefer an apple pie. I'm an apple pie girly, that's for sure. Let me know down below, what is your favorite pie? I don't know, I think apple pie is just traditional. It's yummy, it's sweet, it's cinnamony. I like all those things. So I'm just going to continue with the design, and I will pop back in. There's a few things that I want to kind of explain what I'm doing, because I actually go and try to create a whole pie on a nail. I know, it sounds crazy, a whole pie on a nail, but it actually turns out really cool, and I think it looked kind of realistic. I'm not gonna lie, I had to attempt it a few times. I practiced it a couple times because my ratio was off. Too much crust, not enough crust. And to me, when you do a pie, like, it needs to have a lot of filling. I don't know. We'll explain more when we get into that part, but for now, let's just continue the design. If you're interested in any of the products that I've used today in this video, you could go check out Sweetie Nail Supply. I'll make sure I have all the products listed down below, and you could always use my discount code to save yourself 10% on your order. I truly appreciate any love and support that you guys give me. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. So now that we got that Frenchie done, we're going to do something really cute on that nail too. So I want to put in some apples for our apple pie nails. So as much as I'm going to create the pie, I still want a couple nails to tie it in. When I do a set like this, I really think of how all the nails can tie itself in together and not just each nail be its own individual thing. I want it to kind of be a cohesive look. So I want to get some apples. Now the back of these little apple molds, they're kind of curved, which is really good for the nail, but I actually want to color them in. So I'm taking the white from the Jam Jam collection, and I'm going to take this green Devoc from the Four Seasons collection. I really just want to make this like a green apple, so I'm just going to tint that white polish that we had with the glitter in it. And as well as I do make a red one as well, it's the same thing, so I didn't leave that part in. And I just used the red from the Jam Jam collection in here. And also, even when I was doing the picnic table blanket cloth thing, that is also, I highlighted it with the red Jam Jam because you get the glitter in there and it looks so good. But for the actual lines, I use the Devoc Four Seasons collection again. I do believe it's the summer set in that collection for both of the colors, but I will be sure to list all the products down below because, to be honest, at this moment I can't think off the top of my head which season it was in, but I'm pretty positive it was summer. And then for this nail, I did speed this up quite a bit because it is quite repetitive. I really wanted this nail to, I do two of these nails exactly the same. They will never look the same because it's hard to make these type of nails the same. But I want to make this look like an apple. So I'm really going over and I'm layering a lot of things. I'm going in with some reds, I'm going to go with some greens, I'm even going in with a little bit of yellow and a little bit of white for like a highlight vibe. And I just really go until I feel it looks like an apple, curing in between so nothing is getting too kind of mixed together. You don't want it to be too ombre together, but you definitely want everything to be cohesive. So for this nail, I am going to go in and just kind of make it look like an apple. And again, I do a second nail as well. And then these are the two that I will actually put the apple pieces on, which I think looks so cute in the end. Okay, so we brought that Frenchie back, and how I did that was just going down first with the Divock syrup red and then going over with the glitter. That way you have a little bit of both, and I'm not bulking it up with crazy amount of layers. So this I want to do an ant. Yes, a little ant. Now, I'm sorry that my head is in the way, but oh my goodness, it is so hard to draw little legs. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This I almost took me an hour just to do one ant, and I wiped it off 50 million times. I do think, I will say though, after doing it multiple times, using a paint really does help in curing the little body pieces in between. It definitely helps. I've tried it first with a gel polish that's a little bit thicker. It's actually the Bandy one, and I did find when I was doing the dots, they kind of bled together a little bit. But also when I do like little nail art like this, I need this in my face. So I did just show you that I wiped it off a million times. But then I just did it off camera, guys, and I had it right up in my eyeball. And I think I was able to get it to look like an ant. A couple times it looked like a spider, I'm not gonna lie to you. So now that I've gotten the ant and everything is cured and it looks like an ant in my eye, I want to 3D the little body pieces. So for this, I'm going to take the crazy top. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I don't know, guys. I don't know where my head's at. The Jinbei Crazy Top, I'm going to take that and I'm going to just go over the little body pieces. So I'm just going to do little circles over each one and I'm going to cure them in between so they keep their individuality rather than doing it all at once. It will kind of bleed together and it'll look like one big blob rather than doing the individual pieces and keeping the ant looking like a little ant with different body pieces. So that is what I did. And then I also just kind of put a few dots, kind of just of like jelly or like some sort of syrup or something like that, right? That attracted an ant. So I'm just gonna also 3D that as well. I don't know, I personally think it looks so cute. I love it. I'm actually so proud of this nail design. When you see the apple pie though, please, I need to know your opinion on all this. It took me a long time to try to like figure out how to do this. So I was really proud of like the whole design together, but I really like the way it came out. It's kind of cool. Okay, so that was the base for the apple pie nail. I'm actually going to do a lot of this 3D work, actually all of the 3D work here with the Kumi gels. I love these things. They're so fun to play with, to be honest. Like I'm so happy I went down this road of trying new things, to be honest. I have such fun creating these little things, but I'm not good either. I don't find that I'm good at sculpting stuff. Like I'm not an artist when it comes to like sculpting and painting and all these things. I don't have that. It's not a natural thing for me, I should say. Not that I can't. I think, you know, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it, but it doesn't come naturally at all. So I wanted to try to sculpt a pie. So first, I went down with my base and I did that. I think it looks good, giving me like, you know, sweet melted pie vibes. Now I'm going to take the Kumi gel and I'm going to go around the whole rim of it. So I am going to wipe off the inhibition layer from that gel polish first, and then I'm going to pick up my Kumi gel and I'm just going to lay it around the whole frame of the nail. And this is going to act like the crust to my pie. And again, I think some of these parts I speed up because it's very repetitive, but you want to make sure that it's not too thick, not too thin. And this was why I did a few of them prior to doing this, is because you want your pie crust to stand out and be a pie crust, but you also don't want it to be too much. So it's pretty important to try to get it as even as possible. And I find for evening it out, actually just a nice brush works really well. So for that, I'm just going to go around and just kind of pat everything down and make sure that it's sticking, it's covering all the sides but not going over. So just kind of take your time with these stages of it. And then we're going to go in and do the texture of the pie, almost like you would pinch the pie crust. So I'm just going to actually do that with a knife. I think it looks so cute though. It's like a real pie. I'm taking some clear Kumi gel and I'm actually just going to put it in the middle. I don't want to go all the way to the pie crust, but just more keeping it a little bit more concentrated around the middle of it. And this is to give me the height as well as some texture to that nail. So when I think of a pie, especially an apple pie, I think of it being a little bit like full and the pie crust kind of doming over it. I don't know, I think like every pie I've ever seen, I don't really know of a flat apple pie. There probably is flat apple pies, but I think I don't know, don't people try to make it like stuffed full of stuff? I don't know. That's where my brain went anyways, so I want mine to be stuffed. Like it'd be a really full apple pie and it being, like I said, a little domed over. So I thought I would use some of the Kumi gel to go in and give it a little bit of raise. It's going to give it texture, like it would be like little apple pieces. And I'm going to go in with the orangier glitter that came in the Jam Jam collection, and then I will also go in with a little bit of creams from another yogurt gel collection that I had. So I will make sure that I link everything down below because at the second I can't remember the name of that, or can I see the bottle? So I will definitely have all of them linked down below of all the products that I used. But yeah, I'm just going to go in with that and I'm going to kind of ombre them in, give it a little bit of kind of color, reminding me of melted apples and caramelized apples. That's kind of what I was going for. So yeah, I think these colors worked really, really well for that, and I do think it kind of mimicked like saying it would be apples in there. So now after that I've laid the little pieces of pie crust down, I'm gonna go over it with this little kind of spatula tool just to give it a little bit of texture, which when I'm going to paint it, because I'm going to want to color these in a little bit to give it like it's been browning, the color's gonna sit in those little grooves and kind of be a little bit darker and thing. It's definitely a layering effect. What I'm gonna do, you will see that here in a few minutes. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and lay two more strips down, and I'm kind of going for that little bit of like a lattice look, I guess you would say, for a pie. Has anybody ever made a homemade apple pie? I think I've tried it a couple times. I am not a baker whatsoever. Not good at it. Love sweets though, but I'm not really good at baking. Let me know down below. Are you a baker? Can you bake like a mean apple pie? Or any apple, or any pie, I should say, but because we're doing apple pie, I want to know. When's the last time you made a mean apple pie? I don't know, guys. I think my last apple pie probably didn't turn out. I don't do it often, but maybe this is kind of making me want to try. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I took a lot of different gel polishes, and these are all from Yogurt Nail and a couple from Divock. That's actually the two brands that I used mainly in here. To be honest, those are the most of the Korean polishes that I have is Divock and Yogurt Nail, so I really do love both of them. I am going to go ahead and wipe off any inhibition layer because I really want these polishes to stick. And this, like I said earlier, this is a layering effect. So you're going to want to put a little bit of polish down, flash cure it, go in again, because you don't want it to ombre in too much. Then you might get a little bit of a muddy look, but you definitely want to bring different browns. And I have this like almost bronzy glitter that to me, I was thinking it kind of mimicked like, I don't know, cinnamon sugar type of vibes. I don't know. You'll see it more in the end, but it's definitely coming together. And I just am so awe. Even after editing this, I'm like, wow, this pie actually like really comes together in the video. I love it. And here we are, guys. Here is the final product. I think this looks so sick. I think it turned out really, really cute. Let me know what you think down below. I totally would rock these. Like, now I just want to make my whole nails apple pies. They're so cute. What other pies can we make? Should we just do like a whole pie series? It was super fun. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with a friend. I truly appreciate you. Have an awesome day. Bye, guys.